Now, again, want to thank everyone for being here tonight. It's going to be a great evening. And again, a calling to serve. How better can we get than that? So, great speaker tonight. We're looking forward to that. And it's my great pleasure. They told me to keep everything simple for me and short. So that's what I'm doing. So that's why I'm going to bring up our guest MC tonight, who's been here with us a few years. And he also subs as Felipe during the winter. There he is. So, Tim Condon.
Very much. Appreciate it very much. Good evening, everyone. How's everyone doing tonight? I said, how's everyone doing this evening? Let's hear you out there. Welcome. Put your hands together. The 44th East Peoria Chamber of Commerce Annual Dinner. Let's hear it for you all. As you heard, I'm Tim Cundiff. I do play the role of Felipe, and hold on, one second. Okay. Oh, so sorry, folks. Sorry about that. It's my distinct privilege to give you some breaking news. With the first pick of the 2024 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears have selected Rick Swan, East Peoria, Illinois.
I can throw the ball 5 yards.
Are there any Bears fans in the room tonight? Any Bears fans out there? How about Cheeseheads? How many Packer fans are out there tonight? There we go. Go Pack, go. The Bears are on the clock. They have not made their selection yet. I will let you know when we have a pick for the Bears. So anyway, Rick, it was not you. I tried. Thank you, Katrina, for the comic relief. I'm Tim Cundiff, and I'm honored to be here to help energize the crowd and get you into the mood for a wonderful evening to celebrate this East Peoria Chamber of Commerce, the amazing work that's being done right here in this community year-round, 24/7, 365. And this institution, this Chamber of Commerce, has been around since 1948. We're talking 75 years of dedication in the community. The mission to provide leadership, service, and resources to our members by supporting business growth, development, community activities, and civic improvement right here in East Peoria. I'm an optometrist, so I like the vision statement as well. It says, the best resource, to be the best resource for helping businesses connect and thrive. That's why you join the Chamber of Commerce. That's what you do. That's what the East Peoria Chamber of Commerce does for all of you. Thanks for being members of the Chamber. Thanks for being a part of this institution. And thanks to Rick Swan and Katrina Miller for their wonderful work with the East Peoria Chamber. Let's give it to the staff. Tonight would not be possible if it weren't for several sponsors as well. We want to thank these wonderful sponsors who have helped to support, to step up for this event. Let's hear it for ATS, Advanced Technology Services. Busey Bank. Caterpillar Visitor Center. Excellent Cafe. Federal Companies. Fond du Lac Bank. Midwest Engineering. And our host this evening, let's hear it for Paradise Hotel Casino. How about that dinner? Was that amazing? Did you enjoy the meal? Wonderful dinner. Now, I hope you were tidy at your plates. You had nice napkins to keep it nice and tidy there. I did see one table, I won't mention numbers, in the back. Food was being thrown. It was getting a little bit out of hand in the back there. So please, best behavior for a banquet like this. It reminded me, though, of this night that I was at this dinner, and I was at a restaurant in town here. I was eating a nice, big, juicy cheeseburger. I love my cheeseburgers, and I like them with ketchup, lots of ketchup. French fries, I had plenty of French fries too, but let me just tell you, I was hungry. I was in a hurry, and I was eating faster than I should have. I blame myself. I'm an optometrist, and I was not wearing eye protection while I was eating my burger. I had the French fries going, I had the ketchup going. Ketchup was everywhere. I was covered in ketchup by the end of the meal. And I'm embarrassed to say this, but it was kind of weird though. This is interesting. I had ketchup all over my eyes, and I was trying to kind of wipe it away. I was embarrassed. People are probably, wondering what's going on with me. But what was wild was once I kind of got the ketchup out, I could see clearer than I've ever seen before. I mean, I could not believe how well I could see. It was incredible, amazing. But I guess it makes sense because, hindsight is 2020. So, no. Okay. The reason I've had the honor to do this is I do play the role of Felipe, and it's an incredible honor for me to portray this mascot of the East Peoria, world famous East Peoria Festival of Lights. This year will mark our 40th anniversary of the Festival of Lights. Let's hear it for the East Peoria Festival, world famous Festival of Lights. Let's hear it for Corey Brown, our Director of Tourism, who's heading up this wonderful festival. We have royalty in the room. We have our festival queen, Janessa Bowen. Let's hear it in the house tonight. We've got royalty with us. 40 years. I'm curious, who was at the first East Peoria Festival of Lights Parade? Anybody in this room at the first? Raise your hands. How about stand up if you were at the first one? Stand up. Let's hear it for these folks. 40 years coming. What this has grown into for our community, for our city, for our entire community, we're thrilled to celebrate the 40th anniversary this year. We're going big. 40 floats for 40 years. Some new floats coming. New floats this year, 40 floats for 40 years. I'm not going to give out any secrets. You're just going to have to show up and enjoy it. So for those folks who are at the 40th, who was at the 39th Festival of Lights Parade? Who was there last year? Who was there? Raise your hand. How many volunteers are in the room? How many festival volunteers who are working diligently, putting this thing on for 40 years? It's an amazing, amazing event. We are looking forward to this. Lots of surprises in store. Stay tuned for our 40th. I've thanked our sponsors, and we couldn't be here without them, and I want to move on to the Board of Directors. So this Chamber of Commerce, small staff, but mighty staff, and they also have a wonderful, dedicated group of volunteers, the Board of Directors. So let's hear from all of our Board of Directors. I'd like all current directors, please stand and be recognized. Current East Peoria Chamber Board. Let's hear it. Thank you for what you do behind the scenes to help this institution roll forward. 75 years this Chamber of Commerce has been going on, and it takes leadership. And if we've got a leader this year representing our chamber, we would like to bring our current Chamber of Commerce President, Rob Carbone, to the stage. Rob, come on up.
Thank you. Always a tough act to follow, Felipe. Yeah, I should just give you the speech and have you do it for me. So appreciate it. We have Henry Vickery's picture up there for just a second. So Henry is actually our past president, and this speech is usually given by the past president. Henry couldn't be here tonight, so we'll have to work on Henry coming back next year to give the speech, right, Rick? So we'll work on that. So thank you. Really appreciate the chamber, Rick, Katrina. Really, that team gets everything done. It's really an honor for me to be here tonight to speak on behalf of the board for the great things that the chamber is doing for the community. That's what this is all about. So we have a great board. We have a terrific team. And I just want to share 5 key things for us tonight so you can keep track as I go through about where we're at through this speech, and I'll get it done quickly. So first to start, it's about service to community. As Felipe said, that is really our theme, and what we're doing here in the community is servicing our members. So service to the community. Our chambers continue to be a hub of activity, hosting numerous meetings, events, roundtables with the community, bringing the groups together. The chambers engage with local business entrepreneurs, community leaders, to foster collaboration and innovation. Together, we work closely with the mayor, Mayor Kyle, and the city of East Peoria to again bring special events to make this a meaningful service for our community and for the members of the chamber. So the chamber and the board are here to service our members who truly are our customers. So that's number one, is service to the community. That's what it's all about for us. Number 2 is really the unwavering Chamber Ambassador Group. So our group of ambassadors who represent a number of different businesses across East Peoria and the Peoria community really are who make things happen for us. So the ambassador group deserve the special recognition. They truly are the unsung heroes. They're the ones who show up, roll up their sleeves, get things done for us in the community. They help host the events. They provide the ideas. They give us direction for where to go as a chamber. So really appreciate the efforts of the ambassadors. We wouldn't be what we are in a community without the ambassador support. So thank you for that. Number 3, really a steadfast board of directors. I said it, we truly have an amazing group of community leaders who are on the board of directors with Rick and Katrina supporting the chamber. For me, I'm really humbled to work with this group of leaders, the experiences, the knowledge that is shared. Truly appreciate that for my own personal growth and development, but what this team does is volunteering for the community to help Rick. Now I will say, Rick makes the job both enjoyable and, quite honestly, very easy. He does the work, he gets things done, and we're simply here to support him. Now, unfortunately, earlier this year, we did lose one of our own. So Michelle Histov, Seth Q, did pass away, and we'll dearly miss her. I want to say that, you know, her legacy of supporting the community and really just being a wonderful person is something that we should all remember. So we truly regret the loss of Michelle and what she brought to us and our community. We're worse off without her. So please remember Michelle and her family as we continue through the night. Celebrating new beginnings, that's also a part of what we've done here. So in 2023, we celebrated many new businesses here in East Peoria with ribbon cuttings. The ribbon cuttings, they're great events. They symbolize growth. They symbolize innovation. That's people's dreams coming to fruition. That's a great thing for us as a chamber to be able to celebrate new businesses coming into the community and what that means for all of us all aboard. So all of those great things through the community, but there is a special one, new beginning that we had with the chamber, and that's Katrina Miller's baby, Malachi Samuel Miller. So please welcome Malachi to the Chamber of Commerce. We look for great things from Malachi here in the future. So congratulations, Katrina and family. And number 5, record-breaking events. Felipe just talked about the Festival of Lights, really illuminated our city like never before. The 40 floats for 40 years. We also had in 2023 the most sponsors we've ever had for the Festival of Lights. So really appreciate all the sponsors throughout the community to make the Festival of Lights happen. That's what we want to continue to do. We want to continue to grow and make that, or continue that to be a special event for us. We also had our annual golf outing. We saw unprecedented participation in the golf outing. I know some of my team participated and maybe walked away with a little bit of cash, so congratulations to them. But the engagement in these events by the community, by all of you, are what make them special and what makes us able to give back to the members of the board. So that's number 5. I want to say already into 2024, let's carry forward the spirit of unity, resilience, and progress. Together we continue to build a stronger, not just chamber, but community overall. So thank you, Rick, Katrina, all the ambassadors, the board of directors. Appreciate all the efforts, and thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you, Rob. Appreciate it very much. There is a footstool here, just in case. I said, Rick, just in case I need a footstool, I'd like to have this here, just so I could, I just wanted to. As you just learned during the chamber president remarks, the lifeblood of this chamber are those ambassadors that are the boots on the ground, the individuals out in the community. The ambassador program is strong, as you've heard. We want to recognize all of our ambassadors. If you're an ambassador in this program, please stand up, raise your hand, and be recognized for the work that you're doing in our community every day. If there are any prior ambassadors of the year in the room, now please and stand and be recognized. They've been recognized as the best of the ambassadors. Let's hear it. And And now we'll present our first award of the evening, and that is this year's Ambassador of the Year award. This individual is very involved with the chamber for many years. Well, that could be anyone. This is all of us. This individual, though, moved to Peoria 74 years ago, moved from Chicago, Illinois. By the way, I have my funny little starting deal. The Chicago Bears have drafted a quarterback, and it is Caleb Williams. It's official. So they've gotten Caleb Williams from USC. For any Bears fans that are on the edge of their seats, this individual came from Chicago to Peoria 74 years ago. This person is a mother, a grandmother, and a friend. This individual has a very big heart and a very fun spirit. Enjoys a nice glass of wine every once in a while. This individual is highly involved in a local charity. In fact, she's the 2024 Executive Event Chair for the Walk to End Alzheimer's right here in Peoria. This individual's big heart stopped once, but fortunately it restarted. And this individual is your 2023 Ambassador of the Year. Can I have the envelope, please? Drum roll. Your 2023 Ambassador of the Year is Peggy Maloof. Peggy, come on down. One more time for Peggy. Let's hear it.
Yeah, that's me. Wait a minute. They need some WD-40. I'm overwhelmed. I don't know what to say. And that for me is very strange because I'm usually talking all the time. And thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I've been an ambassador a couple times in East Peoria, and I've always enjoyed it. And I want to thank all my fellow ambassadors for voting for me. Thank you very much.
Very well deserved, Peggy. And now, it is time for our keynote address. Special part of the evening. It's a special individual who we are honored to have present here with us tonight. Sister Judith Ann has served on the governing board of the religious congregation from 1994 to the present, and since 2006 has been Major Superior of the Sisters of the Third Order of St. Francis and the chairperson of the OSF boards. Sister has been the coordinator of our ministry development program for leadership and key personnel across OSF since 1988, a role she dearly loves. Sister Judith Ann is a registered nurse, has a Bachelor's of Science degree in nursing from Northern Illinois University in DeKalb, a Master's of Arts in Catholic Doctrine from the Pontifical Institute at St. John's University, New York, New York, and a Bachelor's of Science degree in Business Management and Administration from Bradley University in Peoria. Sister has been a member of the Community Advisory Board of the Children's Hospital of Illinois at St. Francis Medical Center since 1998. And she also chairs the OSF Aviation Board of Managers. It is a distinct honor and privilege to welcome your keynote speaker. Put your hands together for Sister Judith Ann.
That intro is longer than I am tall. I feel like I'm on a high chair. You know, the theme for this evening tonight, serving our community, that is such an important topic for such a special evening. And you know, I am so honored to be here with you and to speak with you about serving our community. But even knowing that theme for the evening tells me already an awful lot about all of you. You represent various businesses. You hold various positions in school districts, civic government. You come from for and not-for-profit organizations. And yet ultimately the bottom line, why all of you exist, is to be there in the service of others and to meet needs of others. And that means caring about them. And providing services that are needed without a real caring heart, it doesn't really drive financial viability. But when driven, when it's a real sincere interest in wanting to lift up your own community, that's what really makes you both successful and financially viable. And so I recognize all of you, and I thank you for what you do and for what you bring to this community. Well, what does serving mean to us as individuals? What does it mean to our community? Those are really important questions, but they have real answers too. When I want to understand what the heart of serving really is, I need to go directly to the Master, to Jesus himself, and I picture him kneeling there, the Master and Lord of all in the universe, kneels at the foot of his followers and washes their feet. When they find this hard to accept, he says, oh no, if I, your master, have washed your feet, you should go and do likewise. The heart of service is a servant heart, and one comes not to be served, but to serve, to center their life not on self, but on others. And that's what really drives success, drives satisfaction, drives performance. Beneath a servant's heart has to be love, because only love enables us to truly care about others and to step out of ourselves to want to do something to meet their needs. It'll benefit us too, but it'll honestly meet identified needs. And meeting others' needs and the needs of our community from a motive of love always is the most uplifting and the most enduring of all gifts that we could give. And also when we do that, it's the most uplifting and enduring gift we can give ourselves. Then you have that personal satisfaction of doing something really good and worthwhile and meaningful. We learned this from the Master. So much good comes from giving, and giving of ourselves and using the talents that we have and our financial resources, our time, and giving these, not just to give them, but from the heart. For our community, this could make a world of difference. To serve with that love for your community makes all the difference. Cultivating, serving our community needs to really start in the family, doesn't it? For as the family goes, so we hear society goes. My father was a State Farm insurance agent. He also became very involved in what is called the St. Vincent de Paul Society, that serves the needs of the poor in our community on a volunteer basis and takes care of transient visitors who fell into dire need of assistance and happened through our community. And these people would always find open arms ready to be there and assist them in their time of need. And the only reason it worked was because my father found partnership with the various organizations in our little community and the local churches to pull together to provide the resources to meet these individuals' needs. My mother told me once that my dad would periodically pay the insurance premium for some of his clients who were falling into hard times and they were about ready to cancel their coverage because they couldn't afford the premiums. He would just pay their premiums out of his own pocket because he knew they needed the coverage. And in doing that, he was not only helping that one or two or more individuals, but it helped to keep the community whole too. See? These experiences and memories that I have, simple as they might sound, they really did have a profound effect on me. They taught me lessons. They instilled values in me that I hold dear to this day. It's important, see, to be able to actually see what the real needs of our community are. Otherwise, it'll never be successful, right? And to notice the needs of others and to care enough to want to make a difference by helping to meet those needs by the different businesses and services that you provide. Joy doesn't come, and I'm sure all of you found that out, doesn't come from merely possessing and amassing financial wealth, material items. I mean, how much room do you have in your house, you know? One of the rules in the convent is I'm one room. What doesn't fit in the room goes. There isn't really joy in just simply getting more. We might have pursued it initially, but in the end it doesn't satisfy. Joy comes when we share what we have with others and seeing how sharing is meeting real human needs. That's what brings joy, and that's what lifts the community up. Fundamental values are important, and they really need to be passed on in the family to the children. Be committed to your family and really invest in some of that quality time. Remember the stories that really impacted your life and led you to do what you do in the community today. And share those with your children and your grandchildren. Take time to coach and mentor children and grandchildren. That's loving the future generation now. Pass on to them the wisdom that you have acquired and the joy that you have in doing what you do and the difference it makes. We are happiest when we are most like the Master, serving our community with a true servant heart. When caring individuals and organizations can come together like you're doing here in the Chamber of Commerce, and like the speaker said, not just for you, but what you do is benefiting all of them out there in your community. Coming together in a wonderful partnership to address the needs of the community, then unbelievable things can really happen, and countless lives be touched for good, including your own. God called our sisters of Peoria back in the fall of 1876 and called us there to care for the sick, the poor, the injured, the aged, the dying, most especially those with communicable diseases, because they had a pest house, but no one wanted to work there. We were invited because they figured sisters would come and they would stay and they would do the work that others were not comfortable doing. Because at that time you put your life at risk caring for those with communicable diseases. And we had quite a few sisters die of TB and other diseases of those that they cared for. From our very humble beginnings to this present day, what OSF has really been able to accomplish has been made possible by the grace of God and also by the wonderful partnership with the many organizations in the communities where we are. You know, in each community that we've served to this day, we haven't gone out on a marketing campaign. What do we have that we want to give to you? Come on. No, they're coming to us. It's by invitation. From community leaders, by local clergy, physicians, civic officials, inviting us to come help us care for our communities. And they also, with the invitation is, and we will help you provide the resources you need to start and support you. So you see, through all of these years, that wonderful partnership is what's enabled us to be who we are. And so many of those wonderful partnerships exist to this very day and are so important to us. It's not what we do, it's what we do for our families and loved ones and communities. Our founders, Mother Frances Crosby, died on October 28, 1885, just 9 years to the date that she and her sisters arrived in the United States from religious persecution in Germany. But her dying words that she said to her sisters left an indelible mark on their heart. And these words continue to guide and inspire our sisters yet today and all of our 24,000 plus mission partners today. And these were her words. Nurse the sick with the greatest care and love. Then God's blessings will be with you. Yes, service with the greatest care and love is what will bring God's blessings, success, to each of us and abundantly to our communities. Our sisters are also so blessed and so honored that we can serve this community and have been able to serve since 1876, and are so thankful for all of those who have worked so closely with us that has enabled these services to be brought. Our plans now, nearly 10 years in the making, to build a comprehensive cancer center, that's a long consideration period, came to reality in Peoria. And it was accomplished again by medical professionals from various disciplines, finding a way to work together for the overall good of our communities. Various disciplines that address the whole spectrum of cancer prevention, diagnosis, and treatment, that's also accompanied by the assistance of managing the physical and emotional side effects that go along with cancer diagnosis, with treatment, and how do I live once I'm recovered. Embedded in that Cancer Institute is also a breakthrough treatment center that gives patients access to cutting-edge clinical trials, that focuses on very early detection of cancer when the best ability to treat that and maybe cure it exists, and treatment protocols for late-stage and hard-to-treat cancers when people are at the end of their rope. Nothing works, nothing else, and then there's hope. That's why we also call it hope. Cancer research is what's going to move us closer to the need of not even needing that institute, running it out of business. And wouldn't that be good news? See? Wouldn't that be a gift to our community? For us to have to repurpose that building. We are all better. I see the wings. Am I talking too long?
No.
I could see this shadow. We truly are all better together in the service of human life for our communities. We do join the ranks of being one of 10 U.S. proton centers here in the United States that are offering what is called refined pro-beam system with optimal cyclotron and treatment delivery that is used for many types of cancers, that allows really pinpointed delivery of radiation that really minimizes damage to surrounding tissues and critical organs. And it reduces the risk of that cancer coming back again and causes fewer short and long-term side effects. So people going through it and surviving it don't have to deal with those things and have a much better quality of life on the other side of treatment. Given all of this amazing technology, people, and that building is embedded with amazing technology, that's what's not going to make it special. It's really the people that are there to care for you with that technology that make the real difference. To serve you with great competence, but to serve you with great compassion, just as if you were a member of their own family, and in the spirit of our founders, with that greatest care and love. Our sisters really are so humbled to be able to serve you and this community, and serve along with so many others that help us make this gift to our community possible. So my prayer is that none of you ever need this, okay? But if you do, we want to be there for you. God doesn't see distinctions between groups and organizations, does he? He just sees us as all belonging to him, loves us all the same, wants us to be a family and work together, using all the gifts and talents and resources we have, because guess what? Where they come from? They come from him. And he blesses us as we care for each other and we enrich our communities. And we find it a gift, and we're thankful for the companions we have on this journey together. Thank you for being that community that can come together to serve your people with great passion, and I sense a lot of creativity too. I'm proud of you and enjoy hearing, and I'm going to be hearing even more about some of the wonderful things that are happening in this community. So in closing, and I did finally reach the end, I want to give you a Franciscan greeting at the end, and it's Latin, so just be patient, I'll interpret it. 3 words. Pax means peace. Sometimes you see that on Christmas cards, peace. Pax et, that's Latin for and, A-N-D. Pax et bonum, bonus, good, okay? Bonum means good. Well, God revealed to Francis that that's a greeting he should give to people. And when you think about it, what's that really saying? Well, if St. Francis could put his experience of God into one word, and you see it in his writings, that one word would be good. God is good. God is so good. So, to wish people peace, that's a precious gift to offer each other. But then peace and all good. To Francis meant wish them peace, but tell them where they can find it. See? So in closing, I'd like to give that gift to you too. God bless you, and Pax et bonum. Thank you.
Thank you, sister, so much for those words of wisdom, those words of service, those words of inspiration, and thank you for your prayers. One more time, let's hear it for our keynote, Sister Judith. Thank you. With that inspiring message, we continue the evening with some inspirational stories from some of your very own businesses and individuals right here in this wonderful community. We're going to move into our additional awards here, and I will make a quick note for all award winners for this evening. Please stay at the end for photographs up here in the front. Please hang around with your award for a nice photo op. Our next award is for the Eco-Friendly Business of the Year. If there are any Eco-Friendly Business Award winners in the room, please stand. Prior winners, please stand and be recognized. 2022, we had Chick-fil-A right here in East Peoria. Thank you so much. This year's winner started in 1994 with their business. The founder saw that his neighbors and their children were in need. This individual built a food bank with 3,300 square feet of food storage, a walk-in cooler, freezer, space for educational classes, counseling services, and life skills. Kitchen for food cooking and for food presentation classes. Fully committed to being socially and environmentally responsible in delivering the highest quality of sustainable products while minimizing the carbon footprint. The employees of this company are strongly encouraged and supported in their personal endeavors to develop a more environmentally sustainable future. Philanthropic endeavors with product and financial support to many local nonprofit and outreach groups happen every day with this eco-friendly business. Rick, if I could have the envelope to present our 2023 recipient of the Eco-Friendly Award. Drum roll, please.
We gotta get a drummer.
Kuna Food Service. Kuna Food Service. Tracy Abernathy, come on up.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You gotta pull it.
Oh, gosh.
Mic down, Tracy.
All right, well, I'm actually shocked to be up here tonight. So, just kind of a little background on our company. So, we've been in business now in East Peoria for a little over 3 years. We bought the old Waugh Foods building off of Pinecrest there. So, we are very pleased to be in this community. It's been a huge success for us in our operation, but sorry, I'm a little nervous. But just a little bit of our background. So, we've been in business since 1908. We started off as so we are now your largest local family-owned food service distributor. So we started off as one man peddling meat in the middle of downtown St. Louis and have since grown into that. So we are very happy to be here in the community. If you haven't driven by our facility, I highly recommend it. We are growing and expanding like crazy, and we're just truly pleased to be here, and I'm so shocked to win this award, so thank you very much.
Congrats, Tracy and Kuna. Wonderful. Very well done. The awards continue with our Small Business of the Year. Small but mighty, I think, is an appropriate theme. Size is but in your mind. There was once upon a time, in fact, there was a king that was only 12 inches tall. 12 inches tall. Turns out he was a terrible king, but he made a great ruler. The Small Business of the Year is what we're now segueing. Do you like that one? No? No?
Tim, we need him here.
I'm trying. Small Business of the Year. If we have any recipients, prior recipients of our Small Business of the Year award, please stand and be recognized. In 2022, we had Winter Insurance and Unland Companies, so thank you for all of those Small Businesses of the Year. This year's winner goes something like this. This business started 3 years ago. The business owner's wife came up with the name of this business. They had previously owned and operated a similar business for 12 years near Decatur. This owner is not from America. They came as a student visa back in 2002. But this individual is motivated, always been an early bird, which is perfect for the business that he's in. The majority of his staff have been with him since they opened 3 years ago. This individual is very grateful for this community right here in East Peoria and the surrounding areas. They wanted a modern style for their venue. They wanted a modern menu for their food. They liked traveling to Florida and several other states. And breakfast happens to be the favorite food of this individual. He enjoys cooking it too, but he hasn't had to because he has a wonderful staff, a fantastic staff ever since moving to this community. Originally from the small country in Europe known as North Macedonia, came to America in 2002, met his wife in Chicago, 3 children, 2 girls, 1 boy. We'd like to congratulate this wonderful success story, this wonderful family, this wonderful Small Business of the Year. Could I have the envelope for our 2023 Small Business of the Year? The recipient is Excellent Cafe. Let's hear it for them. Tim and Bessa, come on up, Tim and Bessa. Thank you.
I wasn't ready. My honor to be here. Yeah, we have been here for 3 years. Looking forward for so many more. I would like to thank you, everybody, to my staff, my wife. Thank you.
Thanks for your support. Thank you very much.
Tremendous job. Wonderful.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's hear for one more time. Tim and Bessa, wonderful job. You know, got me thinking, you know, Excellent Cafe, what a wonderful pun, what a wonderful, you probably thought I had all the egg jokes tonight, right? Well, they would just crack you up, wouldn't they? So anyway, they're laughing, I'm telling you. Well, I will say this, a little geography lesson. North Macedonia is located just north of the country of Greece, over in Europe. This was interesting to me reading this biography in that you're a morning person, you love breakfast. Well, I did learn some very interesting information that the folks in Athens, the folks just south of you in Athens, have a tough time waking up in the morning. They're not morning people in Athens. You know why? Because dawn is tough on Greece.
Now you know why he's up there.
It's time for our Company of the Year, our 2023 Company of the Year. If we have any prior recipients of the Company of the Year, please stand and be recognized. Our 2022 Company of the Year was ATS, Advanced Technology Services. This year's Company of the Year has been celebrating 20-year anniversary this year. They're founded by a salesperson, an engineering person, worldwide service and sales. They service many industries. Excellent customer service, quality products, innovative solutions. Carry is the theme of their products. They will push you, they will pull you, they will lift you, they will lock you to the floor, and they will tilt for your business. They'll do it all. Wonderful service. In this theme tonight of the year of service, and then our message for this evening, this industry, this company is well deserving. They have 4 locations in East Peoria. Let's hear it for our 2023 Company of the Year. Rick, may I have the envelope, please? Drum roll for our 2023 Company of the Year, J-Tech Industries. J-Tech, come on down. We have John Peterson in the room and his team. Come on up. John, Jamie, wow, congratulations. Thank you so much. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, please say a few words. Congratulations.
Wow.
Thank you.
Okay. This is a shock. I don't know how you guys do this, and this is our first time to actually attend the ceremony tonight, and we are honored. My partner Joe and I started the company in our garage, pretty much, 2004, 2005, and the city of East Peoria has been just tremendous in our support and with some of the challenges we've had with our growth and the facilities that we've expanded into, all the employees that we have. We have 150 employees roughly, and they're extremely dedicated, incredible people that are part of our community, and we're just honored to be part of this program and part of this community. And thank you very, very much. Joe, you've always got a lot to say, so I'll give you the microphone here.
I'm the engineer, so I always say John says it best, but thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.
No. Thank you.
Congrats, guys. Thank you, J-Tech, and congratulations one more time, Company of the Year. Our Friend of the Community is the next award. The Friend of the Community Award is in memory and in honor of our good friend, Jim Mamer. The concept here was there are many individuals who have been dedicated to the community but might not necessarily live in East Peoria, but they're a friend, they're a partner, they're a colleague, they're a supporter, they're an advocate for this community. And so this award was begun in Jim's memory. Do we have any prior recipients of the 2020, of the Friend of the Year? Let's hear it for him. John? Our 2023 recipient. This is an individual that might be small in stature, but does cast a very large presence whenever this person goes. This person is caring for all people. Wherever you see this individual in the community, they are instrumental in changing minds and changing lives and providing care for children. Instrumental in advocating and advancing the care and the well-being for all people of all ages with the best practices. All you have to do is mention this person's first name and everyone knows who you're referring to. It's our 2023 Friend of the Year, and I'd like the envelope, please. Drum roll for our 2023 Friend of the Year. You've heard from this individual earlier this evening. Her inspiring words. Let's hear her. Bring her back to the stage one more time. Sister Judith Ann Duvall, 2023 Friend of the Year.
Congratulations. So well deserved.
Heaven's sakes. Look up my name, great big, in case I forget it. That sure is a humble honor. Thank you. The love for children is so close to my heart, and you can't help but want to do everything you can do to provide for their needs, whether they be children with physical defects or premature or autism or developmental challenges. And you know, you look at our community, sure, we have a big children's hospital, but we have Easter Seals, we have St. Jude, you know, and we've got so many services to provide needs for our children, and how wonderful that we can work together as one, because they are precious in God's eyes and precious in our eyes. And thank you so much. I'm totally surprised.
Congratulations. The theme of service is alive and well, and thank you so much, Sister Judith. Thank you so much. Our next award, our grand finale of award, the final award of the evening. It's the Citizen of the Year. The Citizen of the Year. Your 2022 Citizen of the Year. On your screen over here is Mike Johnson. Do we have any other prior Citizens of the Year in the room tonight? Please stand and be recognized. And we'll have one of those Citizens of the Year. Please stay standing, and we will call to the podium your mayor, John Call, to present this year's award.
You know, I gotta tell you, my wife leans over and said, "Man, I thought your dad jokes were bad." But I'm done. Actually, she didn't. That was a dad joke. Listen, first of all, thank everyone for being here. Sister Judith, always an honor to be in your presence. We can't say enough about you and your team and all that you guys do for the community. For those that I've touted this Cancer Institute for about the last, 2 months. If you haven't checked it out, it's a gem, and you really do need to check it out. So without further ado, Citizen of the Year. Our Citizen of the Year is a lifelong resident of East Peoria. This citizen is an adventurous person who loves to travel abroad. When not traveling, this person can typically be found serving the homeless, volunteering at an event to raise money for a great cause, or simply enjoying a bowl of vanilla ice cream. This person refuses to take no for an answer and is actually known to volunteer others without their knowledge or their consent. This person selflessly places the needs of others before their own and strives to make a difference in the lives of others. While this person may not have the greatest public speaking skills, this person isn't afraid to step out of their comfort zone when speaking from the heart about their greatest passion. This person's resolve to keep a sister, Teresa Nairmore Tracy's, memory alive has helped to raise more than $900,000 in contributions within the last decade alone that have been dispersed locally to help others in their fight against pancreatic cancer. Please join me in congratulating our 2023 Citizen of the Year, my friend, Mr. Orrin Nairmore.
I wish you wouldn't have done that. What an honor. I guess I should have known something was up. I'm so grateful, and I hope with the help of the community's helped us immensely in raising that $900,000. And we'd like to make it $1 million this year. And we are looking, we're going through OSF Cancer Care, OSF, the Cancer Center, I think May 9th. We're going to do a tour of it, but we're looking to add them to our team as well. But an incredible journey this has been with my wife and the family and Corey Brown, everybody that helps us. Everybody in the city hasn't said no to me yet, so I'm going to continue to look for new money, and we were always looking to have a new event. So if you're into kickball, dodgeball, golf, walk for pancreatic cancer, we're doing our best at trying to raise some serious money. Thank you. Great honor.
Just a quick follow-up to help everyone understand, and I guess the gig will be up after this year, because the only way I could get Orrin to an event like this was to tell him that I'm allowed to bring 2 guests every year. And he drank the Kool-Aid, so here he is. But for those that don't know, I grew up with Teresa here. We're the same age growing up. Our parents were lifelong friends growing up here in this community, and this family means the world to me. And when Teresa passed away, Orrin was super passionate about getting a group of friends together to honor his sister and keep her memory alive. And he came up with the trot. It's held every November, first Saturday in November, and there was a group of us. This is an all-volunteer nonprofit. Every single penny that has been raised by these people that work year-round goes absolutely 100% to the cause in Teresa's name. And it's what's great about this organization. The first year that we did the trot, McIntyre's in here. Where are you at, Mac? We went to Mac for some help on running an event, and he said, hey, if you get 100 people, count your blessings. That's a great start. We're over 700 people every single year. And that doesn't count all the people. I looked through this room with people that have sponsored this organization. Many of you members here in this room have helped raise those funds. So I just want to give a shout out to everybody that supports that. And I can't stress enough, it's all volunteer, but man, his sister would be proud of him. because I know we sure are. I love you guys.
Keep those hands going. Let's hear it one more time for our Citizen of the Year, Oren Nairmore. Let's hear it for his wonderful family here being with him tonight. Let's hear it for him. Keep those hands going for all of our award winners tonight. Let's hear it for all of your 2023 award winners this evening. One more thanks for all of our sponsors for making this event possible. Three rules. Number one, if you won an award, please hang back for a photograph up here in the front. That's rule number one. Rule number two, all individuals leaving this evening, be sure to grab your program somewhere over there by the door. We've got Katrina and volunteers passing out programs. And number three, one more time, this Chamber of Commerce has been around for 75 years, and they're small but mighty. They're doing amazing work. Let's hear it for our staff, Katrina Miller, Rick Swan. Rick, come on back up here one more time. Let's hear it for Rick Swan and Katrina. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
How can you follow that? You can't. So with that, again, thanks to everyone. We really appreciate all the members, all the community effort that gets us through everything. And it's not just East Peoria. We work with Peoria and the other communities all around. So it's a group effort, and that's what we're going to continue to do. And people keep saying, when are you going to retire? I did once. Didn't care for it, so I'm going to keep going for a while. So we'll be around. So again, thank you, be safe, and we appreciate everybody. Thank you.